Hello and welcome to our next tutorial. So we're going to do a bit of tidying up here. So we need to add a little bit more detail and going to make one or two new items. We're going to fix up this thing here. Yeah, we're going to change this to a different texture. So at the moment I've got cloth as a second material, so I'm going to replace this image and click open. I go to troll textures. I'm going to use this cloth one here, and then I'm going to load that in here. And I'm going to rotate this so that it's more, so it's all pointing downwards. Then I can scale this on X, and there'll be a bit of a repeat pattern, but we won't mind that too much. So right there, and let's see if I go G. So let's see if I can go face select. So that's both of them there. So let's see what I can do to just increase my I don't know if I'm making this worse or better. So I'm going to undo that. I'll just leave it like that. Okay. And I'm going to do, so same here. So I'm going to select, just to rotate these. And put those guys there. So zoom out, so get rid of that image. We go with cloth. And again, we're just going to rotate this. So it's more kind of horizontal. That's fine there. Now, we also want a bit more detail on this sort of belt. So, I'm going to add in a loop cut here. The loop cut here is going to give it a more definition. And then I'm going to try and separate it out a little bit. So, I'm going to hit C here, deselect this bit. But up here, I'm going to press V, and V is like a cut tool. So, so that's what we're going to end up with, so we're kind of pulling it apart. So I'm going to just create some new geometry. So there's a face, and that's a face. Oh, face, that's face. And do the same here. So face, and face. So it's and then we're going to add in some sort of buckle. But seeing as we have this guy here, we'll go Shift D, and scale this on Y a little bit, rotate it. I'm just going to move that in there. So orientate that on Z, and then we'll see if we can get in here and play with this a little bit more. So I'm going to add a loop cut in there. I'll move this inside. And that's not going to work. So I want to make it look like it's going inside. So hide that for a second. I'm going to take the troll, hide the troll for a second, and let's go back in here. So, and I'm going to move these backwards, GY, and GY, and so it's a bit of a mess actually, but well, so the easiest way to do this is to go to face select, and there we go. So SX0. So I flatten that, and then make it skinnier on Y, make it skinnier that way, and I am missing a face there, and we'll just do that, and then I can bring this back to there, and then I can extrude this forward. So again, I probably need to move this forward a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to extrude this forward. Before I do that, I'm going to push this back on Y, so make myself a little bit of room to go by. So again, there we go, and then extrude, and then that gives us something to put the belt buckle in, and extrude it again, and okay, so we'll go out of edit mode, Alt H, and whoops, and that can go there. Okay, so that looks a bit better, not perfect, but definitely better than it did. Should probably, this thing here should probably be further back. We'll tweak that in a bit. We'll leave it for now. It looks alright. If that's our only concern, we'll be doing well. Okay, so now I want to make two more things quickly. And the first one is I'm going to start with a circle, and it has 32 verts, so I'm going to make that 16. And I'm going to move that down here and rotate it on X by 90 degrees. And so when I was younger, I used to role play, like favorite type of shield was a target shield. So what I'm doing here is I'm going to make sort of an external metal casing. So there's going to be okay, so this is going to be sort of like a metal casing that's going to be on the outside of the shield, and then we're going to have a wooden inside. So I'm going to select all that. I'm going to make a stick a subdivision surface modifier on it, set it to be smooth, give it the metal material, and that's fine for now. So there's my metal outside. Now I'm going to take this here, and I'm going to go Shift D, and then P, separate by selection. So now I have this outside, and then I have this inner piece here. And on the inner piece, I'm going to go into edit mode. I'm just going to scale it down a tiny bit so I can see what I'm doing. I'm going to take this and go F and F. I'm going to create faces here. I'm going to delete that. And delete that. So these are all going to be sort of like planks of wood that I'm going to use, that are going to make up my my shield. So I'm going to go Control or. So it's a loop cut, and it's a wireframe mode. Control or. And it's going to very quickly turn off the subdivision surface modifier on it so I can see it a bit better. So or. Now what I'm doing here is I am going to delete the middle ones in a second, and I'll be left with sort of individual planks of wood. I don't know if that makes sense. So I'm going to select that middle one, and that middle one, and that one, and that one, and that one, and then delete them. And then I'm left with what are basically planks of wood. So I'm going to extrude them on Y, and I'm going to project them from view, and into my UV editor here, and I'm going to open, and I'm going to pick this guy. Go to texture mode, and now I have to give this a new texture, and we'll call this wooden planks. And in our wooden planks, we'll go to texturing, and we will go new, and call it the same thing here, wooden planks. And we'll go load that image in, which is called, right there, wooden planks. And I'm going to rotate this 90 degrees, so this is actually all sitting in the shadow of, I think, yeah, of the, so let's just move this forward, and then take my spotlight and turn it into a sun. And then look, there we go. So now I'm going to take that and I'm going to scale it up. So S, and that's grand. And I want to go S on Y. Oops. Yeah, S on Y. And G. There we go. Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna go in here, and I want to move these closer together in no particular way. And so these are just going to look, there we go. Just a bit closer together. Now, and I can take this and go GX, and same on this side. Okay, perfect. Now I want to take this guy here, and I want to do kind of the same with this. I want to unwrap this and add a new material, but I might just add a texture to the existing metal material that we're using. So we'll call this metal 1, and load in our image. Open textures. I think I have a metal image here ready to go, and I do not. So what can we use? I'll load that in for now. This is my elephant skin. So we definitely don't want elephant skin, so let's see what if we can find. So I was looking at clubs here, so let's go to CC search, and we'll type in metal texture and Google image, and that looks good. We'll just save it from there. So save image as, that's fine. And we'll bring that in here. So close that and go open textures. And where are you? There you are. Perfect. And again, we need to load that over here. So this is called background. So there it is there. Grand. So here's our target shield. So I'm going to take down the specularity on that. Very good. Now, the other thing I want to do on this is I want to, I can do this a number of ways. I could do this in Photoshop. I want to make a brush. I'll call this target. And we'll load in an image, which will be this guy. And at the moment I'm on stencil. And I can just, so my strength is fairly low, just paint that on there. Now, let's get out of that. So now I've still got my wooden texture. It's not on that side, it's just, actually it will be on both sides, but so I can go back here to my UV image editor, and I've basically painted that on. And I still have some wooden shenanigans underneath, so I'm going to save that. Now it's going to save over my original image, but I'm happy with that. Okay, so now I want to put a handle on this, and then this will be my target shield. Quite literally, a target shield. And we can dirty up the metal and stuff a bit later. So, let's put a handle on that. So there's a number of ways I can do that. The easiest way is just with a cube. So I'm going to add a cube, and I'm going to try and pretend this is like a piece of leather. So SY, we'll place this over here. Actually, let me can use a mirror modifier for this. I'm going to edit mode, clipping. So GX, move that in here. I'm just going to delete the face that's in the middle. Move that out there. So this is where the hand is going to come in. Okay. So, where are you? So GZ, and okay. And again, we're going to add a subsurface modifier. Set it to be smooth. We will unwrap it and project it from view. And in the UV image editor, we will give it a leather 1. And that is, what image is that? That is my leather 1, it's called. I should have known that. No. So I'll put this one in anyway. Leather 3. And so there's no light back there, so I'm just going to click here and add a point lamp so I can see what I'm doing. So that's fine there. And then if we just look from the front, what we'll do is we'll create a circle. Let's put 8 in this. I'm going to rotate it on X by 90 degrees. Let's scale it down. And these are just going to be sort of